Good morning. How are we all? Cheers with the coffee. Yes, it's a different one. This is muffin breaks this morning. Muffin break at Northland, who I've been having coffee with them for 9 years now. So it's pretty good stuff. This morning is day 2 of my 30-day challenge on Facebook. Now, I want to talk to you a little bit about my background. I started off when I started my career a long time ago in manufacturing. I did that for 15 years. I worked my way through from the production floor all the way through and went up to become the training officer for this business for 865 people. I was pretty much responsible for. Love doing that. Love the care given to different employees. All different employees had different sets of English skills. Some, struggled a little bit with the training. So it was my job to make sure that they did understand what was required of them. I did all the onboarding for all the new employees, wrote all the programs as well. Thoroughly enjoyed that, thoroughly enjoyed working with these guys. It was really, really good. My next step in my career, I actually did a 3-year stint in America at Walmart, which was interesting. Considering when you're sort of paging somebody and you've got an Australian, the only Australian accent amongst all of these people, and you're paging somebody, they stop dead in the aisles and look, so that was funny and interesting, but it was good. My next step in my career was at Bunnings. I did 15 years at Bunnings. I worked my way starting as the people greeter and became one of the managers for different departments. So I had paint, I had hardware, I had tool shop and timber yard and homewares and storage and special orders. Yeah, there was a few I had. Loved working with the guys there, and I still have them, and we occasionally go out to dinner as well. So all the different stores. I worked at 5 different stores of Bunnings and thoroughly enjoyed being with the team. My idea there was I'd rather lead my team than manage my team. They always say you lead by example, so I try to instill that in myself as self-discipline. But there's times where you've got to manage. That's just the way it is. So, but I thoroughly enjoyed that. Sort of at the peak of my career there, I had to give notice. My youngest daughter took quite sick, where she ended up in hospital, in multiple hospitals, from the Royal Children's Hospital in and out there with chronic illness, and then also at the Austin Hospital here in Melbourne. Yeah, she was quite sick, and it was quite devastating for us to have to deal with a child that's really ill. And as all parents out there that have, even when your child gets a cold, you really feel it. It was really really hard and difficult to deal with a child being ill like that. But I gave up work to care for her full time. It's what you do. Basically my first role for me at that stage, there was no question about it. I had to give it up and be with her. She needed me. So, if any of my children need me, I'm there. Family to me is everything. So we did, she was in and out of hospital, different procedures, she's also autistic. And at that stage, like when she was young, you times that by 1,000 for her, any procedure, that's difficult for us, as I said, she times that by 1,000 for her. So, it was quite brutal, some of the procedures she had to go through, and as I said, heartbreaking to deal with it. But you deal with it. You got to do what you got to do. And then the unforeseen tragedy happened, that my husband had a workplace accident. which left him with multiple back surgeries, neck surgery, and ultimately now permanently disabled from it. He suffers with chronic pain every day. He's on a walking stick. I mean, he struggles to sleep because of the pain. There are times where he has to actually use a wheelchair because it's just too bad. So while I was caring for both of them, so I was their carer for both of them, scrolling through Facebook, as one does, an ad popped up on Facebook for introduction to massage therapy. And I went, okay. Now, I've always had and been told that I had caring hands. A lot of times when the girls were little, even now actually, I would massage their face, massage their head to help them sleep. So I'm like, okay, this may help. Let me go and do this. So I think it was a 2-day weekend course, and it was a Saturday and Sunday. And this is where I met one of my teachers, Lynette, who now is a close friend of mine. So we had a good bond on the day, and we've continued that friendship now after the schooling, going beyond. And she's brilliant. She made massage fun for me. Schooling has not always been the big thing for me. It was always difficult. I have dyslexic, or I'm dyslexic, I should say, dyslexia. And so it was always difficult for me. So learning was always difficult. She made it very fun. I loved it. Loved it so much that I then enrolled in Certificate 4 in massage therapy. So this allowed me to learn a whole lot of new skills: anatomy, bones, treatments, all sorts of things that I didn't really even know before. And it was good learning all this because I could actually relate that to what my husband and my daughter were going through, and some of the medical terminology that was being thrown about. You know what it's like, they sort of throw things out and you're like, oh, yeah, whatever. What does that mean? I was able to understand that, and I was able to help them understand what the doctors and all that were trying to tell them, which was great. But as part of that, I had to have, mock clients to actually work on, to actually practice on. And what better way than to have people that I love and care about become my guinea pigs, so to speak. So, but when I was actually doing these treatments for them, and it was quite amazing. I had one of those realizations like, okay, I can help other people who are going through the same thing. This is an actual skill. This is actually something that could help people with all different illnesses and pain and movement, and just, it was like one of those wow moments, and it was probably about halfway through I decided, okay, I can do a career out of this, because there's nothing worse than having people that you care about go through this and not be able to do anything for them. I can now do that for them. I have them with me all the time on a regular basis, massaging. I can't fix my husband's spine. I can't repair his spine. I can't. But I can help him with massaging the muscles around his spine to give him better movement, so he can, instead of being hunched over, he can actually stand up straight and move better, sleep better, just give him a little bit of quality of life. So it was then I decided, okay, I'm going to take this further. So then what I did, I then did the remedial. So I did the diploma in remedial massage therapy, which took it to the next level, which is just, it was so good. Like, I went to MIMT, which is Melbourne Institute of Massage Therapy, and believe it or not, I'm here in Yarra Street in Heidelberg, And the school is literally, as I'm sitting here, the school is literally around the corner from me. So that's where I did all my qualifications. So yeah, it's been really, really good. Teachers are great, and yeah, we had a good time with it. You know, I mean, it was serious at one time, but we had a lot of fun at the same time. So for me, with my business and what I do is I take the caring approach, the understanding approach. It's easy to sit here and say, oh yeah, I understand what you're going through. I don't, you know. I can sympathize with people because when people come to me, they come to me with all sorts of things going on. And I've got people coming to me from 20-year-old all the way up to in their 80s and everything in between. Everybody's got their own different issues. Everybody's got things that they need looked at. And I care for the people that I treat, not just like, oh, let's look at your body, throw you on the table, rub up and down, like, okay, pay me and get out the door, basically. You've got to treat the whole person. You've got to treat the physical part of their pain, but you've got to treat the mind, the body, and the soul, because there's more to a person than just the physical being. There's the essence inside, and you need to be able to understand what is going on with this person when they come to see you. I've had people come in here, walk through my door, sit down in my chair in my treatment room, and burst into tears. Now, I've never met them before. This is the very first time. But it's a safe space. I create a safe space for my clients that they can come in, and if they need to cry, they can cry. If they need to unload, they can unload. As I said, I'm not a social worker. I'm not a psychologist by any stretch of the imagination, but I've got 2 ears, so I can listen. A lot of people come in maybe for a remedial massage, and sometimes the treatments will change given what the client is going through. Sometimes they just need to relax on the table. They don't need to be manipulated or cupped or deep pressure or any of that. They just need to chill and unwind and know they are in a safe space that they can do that. And then, you know, given after their massage, they can go home and have a sleep or have a nap, or chill or watch TV or whatever it is. But so sometimes the treatments actually change, and that's okay. You know, that's fine. That's what it's all about. It's looking at the whole person. So I offer a wide variety of skills to my clients. So from remedial to Japanese Reiki, to manual lymphatic drainage, and everything else in between, you know. So there's reflexology and facials, the advice, just the follow-up care, just a simple, hey, you okay? Call me if there's any issues, come and see me if you need to, those type of things. That is all part of our service here. And I believe that's what makes us unique. So thank you for listening, thank you for listening to this one. As I said, this is day 2, and please stay tuned. There will be more. I will be talking about different things. So from a massage point of view, and maybe from a coffee point of view. Yeah, good coffee, yes. Bad coffee, no, we don't drink that. But, you know, cheers again. Muffin break. Thank you very much for the coffee once again. And you guys have a great day, and thanks very much. I would love some comments and feedback because I really appreciate it. So guys, have a great day, and we'll talk soon. See ya.